Yes, Arvind.
Good afternoon.
Good evening. How are you?
I am fine, ma'am.
You have joined outside somewhere?
No, ma'am. Actually, I am on my
Mhm.
over my terrace.
Okay. So good. How is the environment at the terrace?
The the weather is pleasant on
Okay.
my side because it rained
Mm-hmm.
in morning, so that's why.
Okay. Right. You are in which city? I've forgotten because last time when we met, you
I am
had
from Yeah, ma'am. I am from Rajasthan, ma'am.
Rajasthan. Is it hot these days? Very hot?
Yeah, yeah. It is hot district.
Okay. So, Arvind, in Rajasthan, do you get rain also? Heavy rain or drizzles?
Ma'am, most of time it occurs drizzle on my side.
Arvind, your voice is very low. Just see the volume. Maybe outside you are. That's the reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of time, ma'am,
Okay. Now.
Rajasthan gets less amount of water because you know very well that it is
I know.
hoti area, and so that's why.
Arvind, in our history books, we used to read that in desert, generally camels feel comfortable to walk. So,
Yeah, yeah, ma'am.
is there any scenario you have witnessed where camels are walking in the sand
Ye-
comfortably?
yeah, ma'am. Around my area there are many fields. Okay, and even in my village also there are herders. Herders they have camels, and they take with them they take with themselves to their field
Okay.
in order to grazing.
Oh.
Okay, uh, and there are many what we call ऊँटों का समूह को मैम क्या बोलते हैं?
I couldn't understand the word.
ऊँटों का समूह है. Can we use cattle for that?
I couldn't
No.
understand what you want to say, Arvind. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Okay. A group of camels.
Okay, right,
Yeah,
right. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So all the time
They walk in
they
group or flock.
yeah, yeah, ma'am.
Right. Okay. Uh, Topic. What's the topic, Arvind?
Ma'am, the topic of today, joy.
Joy. So, Arvind, if I ask, what do you understand by joy? What is that?
Ma'am, joy is a feeling when we satisfy and contempt. What is called
Yes. Content. We are
content.
contented. Okay.
Y-
Happiness.
Yeah,
So, what is the time in your life when you feel very happy? In the office, at home, with your children? When do you feel the happiest person and fully satisfied with life?
ma'am. I'm most of time I'm always satisfied with my working day
Okay.
because ma'am, if ma'am I am when I
Mm-hmm.
at my home, so that time I can't follow my routine like yoga and so most of time I prefer my working day.
Okay. So, do you practice yoga every day
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, I I spend at least 1 hour
in the morning?
early in the morning. I start to around 5:30. and I finished my yoga at 6:30.
So, do you do this yoga under the teachings of some guru or any coach, or
No,
on
no, no,
on
sir.
your
No,
own?
no, 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 ma'am. No, ma'am. I have no. Uh, First of all,
Mhm.
I do some meditation. After that,
Okay.
I stretch my body.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
this kind of
Okay.
exercise I do.
So you do on your own.
Yeah, ma'am. I do my
Okay. But Arvind, generally, a few days back, even I joined, but their asanas sometimes are very difficult. For example, that Surya Namaskar and Hala Asan, that. So, do you practice all these asanas?
no, 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 ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am. No.
Okay. But in meditation, how we meditate? We.
Ma'am, ma'am. Actually, I sit holding my legs and I straight in this position and
Mhm. Okay.
take my both hand over the knees and
Mhm.
I close my eyes and after that I take a long breath.
Mhm. Mhm.
So ma'am, this is how I perform my meditation.
Okay. So that means that is the time when you feel very happy
Yeah,
during yoga.
yeah,
During.
yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I mentioned you that when it is my working day, I think there is 6 day in my work 6 day of my
Mhm.
working day, except Sunday. So Sunday it is my day off. So
Mhm.
so I like to do my all the routine activity when I'm following my working day.
Mhm.
And if we talk about Sunday, so Sunday I feel little bit laziness because
Yes.
I don't have to go in my school. So that yeah,
So how you spend your Sunday? Because throughout the week you work a lot. So on Sunday, how do you relax?
ma'am, ma'am, I know it is Sunday. It is my day off, so I like to take rest on Sunday. So on the Sunday I woke up around 7 p.m. because I don't have to go anywhere. And after that, I have to complete my any household chores. And I have to and on Sunday, most of Sunday, I go to my nearby city, purchase grocery item, any other thing. So, ma'am, this is how I manage Sunday. And on Sunday, ma'am, I watch a movie.
Okay.
I watch a Hollywood movie and improve my
Oh, very
English
good.
as well. Yeah,
So, Hollywood movies, sometimes the accent becomes difficult to understand because
yeah.
I watch Britishers movie. I believe that I can understand. American accents sometimes become a problem because they go very fast. So, do you watch with the subtitles?
Ma'am, I have been watching the Hollywood movie last 1 year. So
Okay.
most of the language, most of the movie I understand without subtitle.
Okay. No, yes, Britishers' English is quite similar to ours because we follow their norms only. But Americans, yeah,
but ma'am, I want to know from you that in Hollywood movie they use American English. I think is it?
American accent,
Yeah.
yes.
So
So sometimes American English they go very fast and their slangs are there,
yeah, ma'am.
and so sometimes in between even I switch on the subtitles so that I may not miss any information because their accent is quite different from the British accent.
Yeah,
So, but it's very good if you watch these movies. That will certainly contribute to the understanding of English and fluency, right?
yeah,
Okay. So, any movie you recently watched?
Ma'am, if last Sunday, ma'am, I have seen, ma'am, I have, I saw,
I have seen, and
I have,
both can be, let me tell you, present perfect and simple past. Both can be replaced with each other. It means the same. I have watched or I watched. Both are correct.
and ma'am, when we have to describe any sentence in past tense, so what tense we follow? Like
Uh,
that time we have to say past simple or past perfect.
okay,
I'm
I'm
little
going
bit
to tell you.
confused.
Yeah, and that's this confusion is not for you, for everybody. Let me make you clear. Past perfect tense in isolation we hardly use. For example, uh, I had done this work. It's not making any sense. When two clauses are there of past, we see that one is used in simple past, one in past perfect, that is had. Past perfect means we have to use the word had for that. Now, example I'm giving you. Uh, when I reached the station, the train had already gone. Both are in past.
Yeah, ma'am.
Now I have to say which activity happened first. It will take past perfect. Which activity happened later? It will take simple past. Now, when I reached the station, this activity was later on. When I reached the station, the train had already gone. This activity happened first. So, here
Right.
past perfect and here simple past. Past perfect in isolation, it doesn't make any sense until somebody asks the question. For example, I asked Arvind, did you submit your homework? Now you will reply, yes ma'am, I had already submitted it.
Yeah.
Because I asked the question, now you can use it. But otherwise, in simple sentences, past perfect sometimes does not make sense until it is supported by simple past.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
now you give any example where both the tenses are used, it will become clear to you. Think of any sentence where simple past and past perfect.
Okay, ma'am. When
When I joined the class, when I joined the class, the teacher had already joined it or started it. Now, this activity was first, that teacher had already connected. Yours was later. So when I joined, teacher had already connected.
when I went to go to school, so when I went to school, the bell had already rung.
Rung. Very good. Perfect. When I went to the school, the bell had already rung. So, this is the usage of past perfect. In isolation, simple sentence, sometimes it does not make any sense. Now, make any sentence with past tense, past perfect. Then I'll say that what is the problem in this?
Past perfect, ma'am.
Past perfect without the a simple past.
Ma'am, I had seen a snake last week.
I had seen a snake last week when I went for a walk.
Okay,
Now, complete information it will give when you are supporting it with simple past.
okay. All the
When
time,
I
ma'am. All the time we have to take a support with the past simple.
Yes, for example, Arvind, somebody asks you a question and then you are answering. Then simple, then past perfect can be used.
Okay, okay.
So, Arvind, when did you join the class? Ma'am, I had joined at 3:30. In answer you gave, but it has already got the support of the simple past na, when
Yeah,
I
yeah,
asked you the question.
yeah, yeah,
So I don't say that it is wrong, but sometimes it does not give complete information.
yeah.
Either in the response to the question we use or support it with the simple past. When I went for a walk in the morning, I had seen a snake. So
Yeah.
snake you when now see miscommunication is there. When I had gone for a walk, I saw a snake.
Okay.
First activity is that you went for a walk. Second
Yeah.
is that you saw a snake. So first we'll take had. When I had gone for a walk, I saw a snake.
Okay, ma'am.
Right? It doesn't mean that we cannot use past perfect, but sometimes it seems incomplete information. If it is supported by simple past, it gives a proper.
And ma'am, if we okay, ma'am, I'm totally agree with you.
Mhm.
And if we use past perfect, if we have to describe any incident, any uh, any things of past, so that time it would be wrong or right?
Because at that time you have already started the story, it is getting the support from the earlier sentence or the later sentence, then it is okay. Because you are already in the process of giving information, story had started, it's getting support here and there, then you can use.
Okay, ma'am.
I had gone for a trek. It was beautiful scenery. I entered into the forest. I sat there for 2 minutes. I suddenly heard a growl. A tiger had entered the clearing. Now it's okay. Why? Because earlier you are supporting it with in the form of past tense. So when narration is going on, yes, we can use it because our sentences are supporting each other now.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah,
But
ma'am.
in isolation, sometimes it does not make meaning, proper meaning.
Okay.
So that's why we always recommend that if just one sentence you have to say of the past, try that. It should be in the simple past, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Is it clear?
Yeah, ma'am. Now I got it almost.
Okay. Arvind, is there any times when you were facing difficulties, but still you were getting a lot of satisfaction and happiness? Maybe in the job, some challenges are there, but still
Yeah,
you got contentment. Yes.
yeah, ma'am. As you mentioned that no, sometime we face challenges in my school because there are many tasks which is given by my school management we have to do at proper time. And if we can't do that on proper time, so we have to give reason to my principal, my higher authority. So and but ma'am, uh, uh, except this, I like to teach student because ma'am, teaching to the student it gives me pleasure, and I have been I have been teaching last 4 years, so that's why ma'am, and it is my field, and so it makes me happy, ma'am.
Very good. Arvind, I am very impressed that you use this tense very beautifully. Mostly the learners find it difficult to use this tense. I have been teaching, so I had been doing. So that is a really a remarkable expression when you use with that time frame. Good enough. Okay,
Thank you,
now
ma'am.
I will just give up a small story of 2 minutes or 1 minute. Difficult words I will use. You have to listen to me and try to understand the meanings through context. As in school, CBSE says, don't give the meanings, let the child understand through context, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Then I'll be asking you later on the meanings of those words. Okay. It was a crisp morning. We, a group of trekkers, were going through the winding trails in the national park. Raman Singh was our expert guide. We were fully engrossed in the stunning views and sounds, chirping of the birds and rustling of the leaves. Suddenly, Raman Singh, with sign, told us, remain still and quiet. Perhaps he was referring to the growl of the tiger he had heard. We were all came to a clearing and sat there. Then a Bengal tiger with golden fur and black stripes came to the clearing. It was swishing its tail gracefully. We were all breathless as if blood circulation had stopped and we have forgotten to breathe. The tiger looked around, turned, and disappeared in the forest. Raman Singh cheerily told us to relax, but we could not because we were still in astonishment and talking to each other in hushed tone and thought this story we shall never forget in our life. Right? Now I'll be asking you the meanings. It was a crisp morning. What is crisp?
Okay, ma'am, as far as concerned, this means sunny. It's like a sunny
Very
morning.
good. Very good. Exactly, this is the meaning. Sunny morning. Because in the forest, chill is there. And when a little bit sun we can see, so it looks crisp morning. But for your knowledge, crisp can be used for a number of purposes. Cool, hot, awesome. We can use it. For example, it's a chilly morning and little bit heat is there. Yes, it's a
Okay, ma'am.
crisp morning. But otherwise, its meaning is brittle. We say that my shirt was ironed crisp,
Yeah.
completely brittle it is. So, but here it's used, you could understand very well. It was a sunny morning. A group of trekkers were going through the winding trails in the national park. Winding trails. Just look at me. Trekkers were going in winding trails like this. Zigzag as the snake goes.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Because bends and turns are there, straightaway road is not there. So it will be called winding, right?
Right, ma'am.
Okay. We were all engrossed in stunning views.
We are
Engrossed.
we are busy some in something.
Very good. Busy, absorbed
Yeah,
completely. When I go to my school, I get fully absorbed in my class and forget everything.
yeah.
So engrossed. Stunning views. What is stunning?
Stunning means, ma'am, attractive.
Very good. Perfect. The lady looked stunning in the movie.
Yeah, ma'am.
Attractive, beautiful. Okay. Chirping of the birds. Because birds were chirping at that time.
Ma'am, the voice of birds.
Yes, very good. That is high pitched sound created by birds. Rustling of leaves. What is
Listening,
a
ma'am,
rustling?
the voice of leaves.
Yes, very good. That's leaves sometimes fall from the trees and they
Yeah,
get dry, and when we walk over there, they give a crackling sound.
yeah,
So that is rustling. Okay. Suddenly we heard the growl of a tiger. What's a
yeah.
growl?
Growl means, ma'am, roarer. Okay,
Roaring
ma'am.
is for the lion we use, but for the tiger, the sound which is coming from the throat, that
Okay.
is guttural sound. So, but otherwise, yours is correct. Swishing its tail. The tiger came swishing its tail.
He's moving his tail.
Yes, like this, and creating
Okay.
a hissing, very slow hissing sound.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, we were all in astonishment,
We are surprised.
surprised, perfect. We were still talking in hushed tone.
No, ma'am. I don't have any clue about
Okay.
that.
Tiger had gone. Were all surprised, unable to breathe even, and we were talking to each other in hushed tone,
Okay, ma'am.
slow tone,
Okay.
because as if fearful the tiger may not come back again.
Yeah, ma'am.
So,
Yeah.
hushed, HUSHED, hushed means in a very silent tone.
Okay.
Okay. So, Arvind, um, well done. Mostly meanings you knew because they were a bit difficult words were there. So, otherwise, I don't give homework, but this is your homework. Seven, eight, I think nine words were there. Try
Yeah.
using them in sentences. Could be in the form of a paragraph, could be separate sentences. No need that you have to use it in context of a forest. You can use in your daily routine. For
Okay.
example, yesterday when I went to school, it was a crisp morning. I wanted to go walking, but I got tired because winding trails were there. So when I read there, I got fully absorbed teaching my class that I forgot everything that birds are chirping outside the class. So that type of anything.
Okay.
Do use all these words in sentences and they will become your property. You will never forget. Because once I spoke, second time you were giving meanings and speaking those words. Third time when you will use in sentences, you will never forget. And that's addition to the word bank of yours. Right?
Yeah, ma'am. Right, ma'am.
So well done, Arvind. Answers were really very good. When you joined the class, yes, at that time a little bit hesitant, but later on, gradually, you forgot that
Yeah, ma'am.
anxiety